Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Stacy. Now today is March 14th at 4:30 in the morning, and if you're wondering why I'm up so early and why I'm filming a video so early, it's because today is Book Outlet's box sale. And if you're not familiar with what that is, it's basically they give you this large box, like it's quite large, and you can put as many books in there as you can fit for only $35. So obviously a really kick-ass deal that I can't pass up. But anyways, today is the very first day for this sale. It's the very first time I've gone on the very first day. It starts at 9 a.m. I'm trying to be there an hour early, and it's a good 2-hour drive for me, so that's why I'm up so early. So last year was my very first time going, and I really enjoyed it. I suggest you check out my video from last year. I will post it up here for you to click on. I've also been awake since 3 a.m. this morning. I don't know if it's just I couldn't sleep because I was so excited or what. But now it's time for this girl to go get ready and hit the road to buy some books. So it's now a couple days after the book sale. So the book sale was Thursday. It is Saturday today. I honestly needed a day of rest after going to this book sale. I went last year, but I went on the second day, and to be honest, I mean, it was fairly busy, but it wasn't anything crazy. Well, this time I decided to be one of the first people there. So I arrived at 7:30, and it does not open until 9. Another thing too, before I get too far into my story, I was going to film, you know, like how long up the lineup was, or take pictures, and then I was going to take pictures inside and film. You know, I just had this great idea. I was going to have this perfect vlog of how, you know, the day played out, and then I got there in the parking lot, got in line, and I didn't feel too comfortable filming everybody. All right, I'm super shy, but to be honest, I just did not want any attention on myself, so I'm like, okay, I'll get inside and, you know, just quickly pull out the camera or get my husband to do it, and just take a little bit of footage. That did not happen because it was just total chaos. So anyways, I did not get any footage because I was not prepared for how chaotic it was going to be. Out there at 7:30 in this line, does not open till 9. You know, people were great. I met a lot of great people out there. I had some pretty good conversations with people, but when it came time to actually go inside, you go in and you grab a cart, and it has one of these big boxes in it, and it was, I just felt like it was just a mad dash. Everybody grabbed a cart and they just ran. It's like on that game show, I think it's called The Supermarket, and they take their cart and they go down the aisles and they're just throwing stuff in, and I mean, it wasn't that bad, but, you know, I just felt like it was that kind of mad dash to just, boom, get to the books. I made a mad dash for the YA section. I knew from last year that is an area that gets picked over pretty quick, and that is the first section I wanted to go to. You know, it was great. There was a lot of great books, but then I got sandwiched in there. So I had a person to the left of me who was like, we're shoulder to shoulder. There's somebody to the right of me that, you know, again, we're shoulder to shoulder. And then behind me, there's somebody with a cart. So I wasn't moving. So, you know, we just kind of all shuffled down this table. Yeah, just, you know, just total chaos, right? When you tell people you can get a box of books, like a huge box of books for only $35, people tend to go a little crazy. But for the most part, everybody was good. Everybody was friendly. So I'm guessing by the thumbnail, you have figured out that I managed to get 2 boxes of books. Last year, I only got 1. I found this time around, going like the very first day, like first thing in the morning, the selection was so much better. So when I came home Thursday, the day of the sale, I did go through the 1 box because, to be honest, what was happening, oh, here I go rambling again, just bear with me. So you're going through all these books, and the way my husband and I have it worked out is he's not really interested in books, so he just kind of, he stands off to the side with his cart, or with our cart in the box, and I go through and I find all the books I want. And then every so often he'll come over and he'll collect them, and then he'll pack them in the box for me. And so I just, you know, I just kept grabbing these books because, you know, I want this one, I want that one, I want this one, I want that one. And before long, I had forgotten some of the books I picked up. So I know for a fact that I have at least 1 double in here. I'm hoping that's all it is. I mean, like, how can you forget which books you picked up? I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so anyways, the point I was trying to make here is the first night I went through the box, and, you know, I was just kind of refreshing my memory of what I had picked up. And I did count the 1 box, and the 1 box I had 45 books. You know, 45 books at $35, that works out to be approximately 75 cents a book, which, holy crap, that's awesome. No wonder it's just, you know, every man and their dog goes to this sale. Yeah, so I don't know how many's in the second box. I'm going to guess about 45. So I'm thinking I have about 90 books here. What I will do when I go to edit this video, I'm going to put down here the actual number of books I have. I'm going to attempt to pick up this box because I just want you to see how big it is. I make no guarantees I can do it. I'm not going to hurt my back over it. Okay. That's how big it is, and it's heavy. So that probably wasn't the smartest move. But because I have so many books here, I'm just going to go rapid fire. I'm not going to describe them at all. Chances are, you know what most of these books are about. If I try and go into any bit of detail with these, we're going to be here forever. And the whole point of me doing this video is, when I went last year, I was like, did not know what to expect whatsoever. Like, I didn't know what kind of books they were going to have. I'm like, are these going to be books I've never heard of? And, you know, it's just going to be wasting my time. So really, my point to doing this video is I just want to show you what kind of books are available. Another thing I found too, a lot of the books are damaged, so you really have to watch what you're picking up. Going through these after, I was able to find, I was disappointed that some of the books that I had picked up were, I mean, damaged pretty good. I'll show you. Some of them aren't too bad, but I mean, for 75 cents, I really can't complain. So anyways, let's get on with this video before it is, you know, an hour long because your girl can't stop rambling. We have here Calamity, and this is actually book 3 in a series, and the first book is Steelheart. I read Steelheart already, loved it. So the next one I got is Flight Patterns, and this is by Karen White, and I don't know if you can tell, but the spine's kind of messed up. I'm hoping I can fix it. Okay, and the next one I got is Boardwalk Summer. Okay, and then I have Walk on Earth, a Stranger. I've wanted this one for a bit, so I'm pretty excited to have this. I was actually pretty excited for a lot of the books I got because a lot of them were actually on my wish list for Book Outlet, so, you know, a bonus. Okay, and the next one I have is The Survivors. And I didn't realize it until I got it home, but it says the sequel to Memory Boy. So I'm going to have to try and find Memory Boy. So the next one I've wanted for pretty much since it came out, and it's The Violets of March. And next I got Wicked Lovely by Melissa Marr. And then I also got The Female of the Species. And then next I have What Was Mine. Okay, so I made a boo-boo, and I ended up picking up a book I already have. Anyways, it is Until Friday Night. I knew I had one of the books in this series, but I wasn't sure which one. Turns out to be the one I picked up. This is the one that I have. Chances are what I'll do is I will maybe put it in one of those free little library book things. I don't know what you call it. Or I donate it, or I don't know, maybe try and sell it. And then next I have Beware That Girl. But the next book I have here, my husband actually picked out, which is unusual. He doesn't usually pick out any of my books. But he looked at the cover and he's like, well, this looks like something you would probably be interested in. This looks like something you would probably read. Anyways, it is called A Game of Shadows. And it is by ERIKA Lewis. And I'm going to guess this is a fantasy. So we'll see what I think of it and whether he did good or not. Okay, so I also grabbed Love Blind. Hopefully you can see that okay. And I also got 1,000 Pieces of You by Claudia Gray. I've seen this one around a lot in the past. I don't think it's as popular now. Okay, and then I got Bad Girls with Perfect Faces. And I didn't realize this until I got it home, but there is major damage to the book. It's probably not that big of a deal. I'll just tape it up and it'll be fine. If I find that it's a book that I really, really love and I want to add to my collection, chances are I'll just go on Book Outlet and get a better copy. The next one I had to show you though, I was so excited to get it, got it home, took it out, and it is damaged bad. If you go to one of these box sales, double check the condition of your books, right? If you're as fussy as I am, double check. I thought I was doing good, but obviously a few slipped through the cracks. And so anyways, the next one I got is When Dimple Met Rushi. So the problem I have is, okay, so it's the front here, there's a good slice through it, right? Not a big deal, could live with that. But it goes through to the book. So, you know, the first, I don't know, the first chapter or whatever is sliced like that. Again, if it's, I'm gonna try and tape it up. Again, if I find that it's something that I really enjoy, want to add it to my collection, I'm going to try and find a better copy. Okay, and I also got The Mirror King, and this is by Jody Meadows, and I believe, I don't know if it's a series or duology, but I believe I got another one to go with this. It's somewhere here. Okay, and then I got My Lady Jane. I got The End of Oz. I have the first two in the series. I believe this is number 4. And next I picked up The Last of August. Now I know there's 2 other books that go along with this. I don't know if it's technically a series, whether you can read them out of order or if it should be done in order. If you know, let me know in the comments below. Chances are I'm still going to get, I think the first one is A Study of Charlotte. Chances are I'm going to get that one and I'm going to read it first anyways, but just in case I don't, let me know in the comments below. And I also got The Geography of You and Me, and this is by Jennifer Smith. I've wanted to pick up one of her books for quite a bit now because I just wanted to see if it's something I'm going to like. And next, I also have Little Black Dresses, Little White Lies, and I had actually had this on my list to pick up in the store. I always, after I'm done going to the sale, I always pop into the actual store because, you know, your girl can't say no to books. Okay, and next I have Conversion, and this is by Catherine Howe. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe this is a thriller. I'll just quickly read you the back here. It says, senior year is a pressure cooker. Everyone is expected to keep it together until they can't. No one knows how it started or when. No one knows what to blame or who. The next book I have here, I was also going to buy it inside the store, but that is Emergency Contact. There is a little rip down the spine here. I'm not too worried about it. I think I can tape it up and it'll look fine. No one will be any of the wiser. Okay, so next I have Girl Against the Universe. And don't think that all the books are damaged. I have managed to pick up some books that are in excellent condition. Next here I have a book from the Pretty Little Liars series. Some ways I got perfect. Do not ask me what number this is in the series. Your girl doesn't have a clue. And another one from the Pretty Little Liars series, and that is Toxic. Okay, and then I got Endgame, The Calling, and this is by James Fry. It's not until now that I don't know if this is book 1 or not. I picked it up thinking it was. I don't know. It'll be another one I'm gonna have to look up on Goodreads. And then I got The Chaos of Stars, and this is by Kirsten White. I love this cover. It is beautiful. That is, I'm not gonna say that's the main reason I picked it up, but it's a good reason why I picked it up. Okay, and next I have Brown Girl Dreaming. And here's another one I've had on my book outlet wish list, and that is called A Week of Mondays. Actually, probably the next group of books I show you are ones that have all been on my wish list. So to think that, you know, they were like $5, $6 at book outlet, and I was able to get them for 75 cents. Like, I mean, tell me that's not a kick-ass deal. Okay, anyways, this one is called You'll Miss Me When I'm Gone. Okay, and next I got Love and Luck. And I picked this one up simply because I really enjoyed Love and Gelato, so yeah. Okay, the next one I picked up, I don't know what I was thinking because I really have no idea. Like, I don't really know anything about this series, but I've heard so many people talk about it that I'm like, yeah, I'm curious. It's 75 cents. I'll try it. Anyways, it's The Vampire Diaries. Now, I'm a little confused because I actually did check this out on Goodreads because I wanted to know, obviously, what book I have in the series. And it says The Awakening and the Struggle. Now, when I go on Goodreads, book number 1 is The Awakening, and book number 2 is The Struggle. So I don't know if there's 2 books in one in this one. I'm really confused. If anybody can tell me what the heck's going on, please do. Let me know in the comments below. I'm confused. And the next one here I was super excited to find because, again, it was another one I was going to buy in the store that particular day. But anyways, it's The Secret Garden. And believe it or not, I'm almost 40 and I've never read it, but I want to give it a try. And this was the perfect opportunity to pick it up. Okay, and then I got 10. And it says here, 10 teens, 3 days, 1 killer. And then the next book I got is Inside Out and Back Again. Definitely a middle grade book. Doesn't matter, I still want to read it. Okay, and then I got Dividing Eden, which I was actually going to get from Book Outlet anyways. Again, another book on my list. I got Thick as Thieves, The Body Finder, and I was actually looking for this one before, and I can't remember if it was on Book Outlet or somewhere else, and it was like 10 bucks. I'm like, I'm not paying 10 bucks. I didn't want to pay 10 bucks for it, so I paid 75 cents. And then I got The Beast is an Animal. Okay, so the next one I have, I know it's a series, but I have no idea what number it is in the series. I just thought, you know, I've seen it on Book Outlet a lot, so we'll pick it up. Anyways, it's The Gauntlet. Anyways, it's The Gauntlet. That is a tough word for my little mouth to pronounce. You know what I'm trying to say, right? The Gauntlet. Oh my gosh. Seriously, English is my first language. So the next book I picked up solely because of the cover, and it just looked like something that I would read and something I would really love. Anyways, it's called Story Thieves Worlds Apart. And I'm like, yeah, this is like probably right up my alley. And it wasn't until I got home, yeah, if I would have read the spine like a smart person, I would have known that this is book 5 in a series. Book Outlet, I really hope you have book 1 and the rest of them, because I'm going to be picking them up. So the next one I have to show you here is called Perfect, part of the Pretty Little Liars series. And if it looks familiar, it is, yes, because you've seen it in this video already, because I picked it up twice. Okay, so now we're down to just 2 books left in this box. This video is going to take me forever to film, forever to edit, and it's going to take you forever to watch it. So anyways, the next one I was super excited to see there, and that is American Panda. I've wanted this one for a bit, so I'm glad I did not order it from Book Outlet and that I waited, because I got it for a really good price. So the last book I have here in the box is called I Have the Right To. It's a high school survivor's story of sexual assault, justice, and hope. Okay, so now we're on to box 2, and let's see how good we can make it through this one. Okay, so I picked up Girls Made of Snow and Glass. The next one here I had never heard of, but I don't know, the cover caught my attention and I thought, you know, this is definitely something I would probably pick up and read. And it is called The Square Root of Summer. Okay, the next one I was so excited to get because I've been wanting to pick this one up forever, and that is Wool. And I believe it is a horror. I think it's a horror. Not a horror, it's a thriller, but super excited to have this. Okay, and next I got Wind Witch. This just gives me the perfect excuse to go buy book number 1, but actually I thought this book was in like really good condition, just a little wear, nothing major, no rips. Okay, and the next one here I've never heard of before, sounded interesting. Missing at 17, and it says as seen on Lifetime. It just says here in the back, for most of Candace's life, she never felt like she completely belonged. Another one here I've never heard of, but love the cover, and it's called We Were Never Here. I'll just quickly read the inside little flap, because this is kind of what caught my attention. Anyways, it says, did you know your entire life can change in an instant? For 16-year-old Lizzie, that moment is when she collapses out of the blue. The next thing she knows, she's in a hospital with an illness she's never heard of. Definitely catches my attention right off the bat. Okay, and then I got Never Missing, Never Found. I've had this one on my wish list for a bit, so again, super excited to get it. So the next one here, I have had on my Overdrive wish list. It has an animal in it, and I'm a huge animal lover, so that will catch my attention every time. And it is called Oogie. Is that how you pronounce that, Oogie? I don't know. Oogie sounds cute. And it says the dog only a family could love. And if you look at the picture in the front here, it looks like his face is disfigured. So the next book here I have is another one my husband picked out. I think he did really good at trying to find books for me for somebody who doesn't read or is not really too familiar with what I read, but he's going solely based on the cover. But he found this one, it's called Pitch Dark, and I definitely love the cover. I definitely think it'd be something I would read. I'm actually curious to see for these 2 books that he's picked out for me, what I think of them. Yeah, we'll just see how he does. He might be picking out my books all the time. Okay, and then I was able to pick up Rain the Earth, and I've wanted this one for a bit too. It's been in and out of my cart at Book Outlet. I'm glad I didn't pick it up. It does have a slight little rip, but it's one of those things where, you know, a piece of tape will just easily fix it. Okay, another one I picked up here. Never heard of it before, but it just looks like, based on the cover, I know they say never judge a book by its cover, but I don't know. This one looks like something I would read, and it is called Barefoot Beach. So the next one I picked up is called Survive the Night. And I was able to find myself a Stephen King book, and this one is 11/22/63, a chunker, just like, you know, the rest of his books. So, and this one is in pretty good condition. I'm really impressed. I'm happy to have it. I think I can use it as a weapon because it's pretty damn heavy. A 2-in-1 deal, a book and a weapon. So the next one I have here, never heard of it. Looks super cute. Definitely looks like a middle grade, but I don't know. I think I'm gonna like this one, and it's called Bob. So the next one I have here is another book from the Vampire Diaries. It is The Vampire Diaries: The Struggle, which after filming in the first box there, the one book I had of the Vampire Diaries is I think the first one is The Awakening. It said The Awakening and The Struggle. So I'm guessing this book is in that other book. So another boo-boo I made. Oh no. Oh, I found another boo-boo. Oh geez. Oh, frig, I feel like such an idiot. I'm just gonna explain, it was just total chaos there, and yes, I'm just making up excuses as to why I picked up the same book again. This is embarrassing, but it happened. Anyways, I got The Last of August. And if you remember, I have that in my first box too, so I got a lot of these doubles. I don't know, maybe if there's anybody out there who's interested, maybe I can do a giveaway, or, you know, if there's only one person who's interested, maybe I can send it to you. If you're interested in any of the books that I have doubles of, let me know in the comments below. Maybe we can try and work something out. If not, it gets donated. It goes to a free little library. I don't know. The next one here is part of another book I picked up. This one is The Orphan Queen by Jodi Meadows, and the other one I have is The Mirror King. So it's kind of nice to see both of those there. Okay, and I was able to pick up an Iris Johansen book. I was really into her books before. I kind of drifted away from them, but maybe now I'll start getting back into them. I don't know. Maybe I won't even like her books anymore. Anyways, this one is called A Mind Game. This one has a big slice down the front. Okay, I was also able to get Witch Tree. And you know what, guys? This cover is absolutely gorgeous. I love it. Okay, and then I got What the Dead Want. Another one I've had on my wish list is called Zeros. Okay, so I got The Christmas Secret. Now the next one here, Christmas book, I've wanted. I've gone on Chapters and Amazon, and they're just crazy expensive, and I don't understand why. But it is called The Mistletoe Inn. This is by Richard Paul Evans. He has, I don't know if there's 3 or 4 Christmas books that are, I've seen them come as a box set. Okay, so the next one here, my husband picked out as well. And it's not any typical book that I would ever pick up, but I mean, how can you say no to some of these books at these sales? Not to mention, I am a huge Jimmy Fallon fan. If you're watching, Jimmy, I'm your #1 fan. No, really, Jimmy's not watching, but anyways, it is called Thank You Notes, and I'm guessing it's #2, so there's probably a #1 out there somewhere. Okay, the next one I have here is Grit, and I heard somebody else talk about this on BookTube. Sounded really good, so I picked it up. And then I got Lily and the Octopus. Okay, so the next one I got is Gone, and I remember somebody talking about this a while ago, and it sounded really good. So the next one I picked up is Orphan Train Girl. I had read this before and I really enjoyed it, but to be honest, I couldn't tell you what it's about, so I was actually looking for it. I think Book Outlet did have it in stock. I put it on my wish list, so when I saw it there, I'm like, yeah, put that in my box. So next year I have One Perfect Summer. Okay, and then I have Dreamland, The Lies About Truth, and this one is by Courtney Stevens. The Memory Key, Made You Up, okay, and The Hunt, and this goes with the other book I showed you in the first box, and that is called The Gauntlet. Okay, and I have another Christmas book here, and now that I think about it, I don't know why I picked it up, because I did see somebody do a review on it last Christmas, and they really didn't care for it, but I don't know. And it is called Mistletoe and Mr. Right, and I believe there's actually, it says here, 2 stories of holiday romance. Okay, then I got Spindle Fire, Not a Drop to Drink, Passenger, which I believe is book 2, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'll have to look it up on Goodreads. Then I got The Summer of Good Intentions. And then I got Hold Still. I got another book from the Pretty Little Liars series, and that is Burned. Okay, the next one I wanted to get from Book Outlet, but they had it on there for 10 bucks, and I don't know, there's some books I'll spend 10 bucks on, and then there's some that I just refuse to. But anyways, this one is called The Tale of a Little Cat with a Big Heart, Oliver the Cat Who Survived Christmas. And I know, I'm just an animal lover, and put a picture of a critter on the front and I'll buy it. Okay, and next I got The Boston Girl. And then I also picked up The Edge of Everything. And this book is famous for the, I don't know what you call that, the edges, paper edges. I've wanted this book for that alone, because I just thought it was super cool. Okay, and then I got 10,000 Skies Above You. Purchased another one in, it was in the first box. I can't remember what it's called, but they go together. Anyways, okay, and then I got Beautiful Disaster. I've heard great things about this, so I was excited to see this one. I picked up The Thief. Now, I do already own this one, but I actually wanted this cover instead of the one that I have, which show you my other one, but I have no idea where it is on my bookshelf right now because my bookshelves aren't organized. Okay, and the next one I have is Charlotte's Web. I have not read this since I was a kid. I've been wanting to pick it up and reread it, so I was so excited when I saw it was there. Okay, and then I got 7 Black Diamonds. And we're down to the last 2 books. These 2 books go together in a series. So anyways, I have The Black Key. And I have The Jewel. I will probably have to look these 2 up on Goodreads to see what book number they are in the series, whether I need to buy any more to actually start the series. Okay, so those are all the books that I got from the box sale. I am so excited about all the books I found, but I do have a few books here to show you that I did purchase from inside the store. But anyways, I'm just going to quickly show you I think there's 5 books here I managed to pick up that I'm super stoked for. And the first one is Baby Teeth. I've heard so many great things about this. I'm so excited. I have this in my possession. Now I just have to find the time to read it. Another one I picked up is called Girls Burn Brighter. I've heard great reviews about this one too, and I did manage to pick myself up another Christmas book after I said no more. And it kind of goes with one of the other ones I picked up, and it's called Lost December. And this one is by Richard Paul Evans. I've wanted to get these books. I said before that I tried to purchase them. They were just crazy expensive. I think they're like, you know, I was going to get it from Chapters and it's like 20 bucks. Yeah, on the inside here it says, you know, $23. It's a very small, short book. There's no way I was going to spend that much money on it. So I was able to get it for $6. Okay, so my next 2 books are my smutty books. And, you know, a girl needs those books every once in a while. Don't judge. Anyways, I got, I believe this one is the second book in the series. I do have the first one. I believe I hauled it, I might have hauled it in my last book haul. And it's called Elect. And this is part of the Eagle Elite series. I think the other one is called Elite. And I also picked up another book here by the same author, and it is called The Bet. Okay, so that's everything. And let me know in the comments down below if you attended the book outlet box sale. And if you did, how many boxes of books did you get? What books did you get? Did you get the same as me? Did you get something different? How was your experience? Yeah, just, you know, tell me about how things went for you. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more from me, please hit that subscribe button. Until next time, happy reading. Bye.